Circles! Again, we love ignore that. Circles! More circles! Lots of circles and some ovals, but mostly circles. But enough of that practice stuff. Today's Skillshare thing I was looking at was by a lady whose name is Molly Parker, I believe, and her course on mastering the British accent. Now, I'll be honest, it's a little confusing to me in how I'm supposed to go about doing this, because she's got her lessons, but then before the first lesson she has something that I'm supposed to do, which is basically try to teach my own accent to kind of help me understand where I stand as far as accents go, my starting point of sorts. In lesson 2, she starts talking about I can't remember. I can't pronounce the word. But basically, if I were to describe it, the analogy she gave was like a long distance runner deciding to be a short distance sprinter. And although the muscle groups and the action is very similar, the body kind of has to adapt itself to do this different exercise. So that's essentially what I'm going to have to do, is understand and be conscious of what I do with my mouth and my tongue and even my cheeks and other soft body parts in my mouth to be able to mimic an accent and speak it correctly in a way that actually is the way it's supposed to be. That's a lot of just stuff that I just kind of spit out, and I really need to stop and go through that lesson and kind of write down some of the specific words that she wrote to really kind of understand what she was trying to say. But I think that's like the gist of it. So, side note, I realized I skipped Friday and Saturday, and that's mostly because I was I was really busy on those days. And, Sabbaths are always busy and Fridays are always busy in preparation for Sabbath. So I think that's going to be a reoccurring thing. Notes. All right. So I know my penmanship is awful, but that's not the point. Basically this first bit that she wants me to do is basically, like I said before, teaching my own accent in a way that somebody else can understand. I think I wrote that. I am to create a readable guide on how to speak my accent. Yeah. So that's pretty much how it is. She had it split up into 4 different sections, but the summary is basically to just write a guidebook that is clear and concise and in a way that someone else could look at it and read it and understand and mimic what my accent is. She gave me some example sentences to use. So, for example, I need to Larry the lazy lamb, cried the Latin student. Roger Rabbit ran to the end of the rainbow to start the car. I think that's the case, said Teresa. The king and I are singing to the kicking kangaroos. Hi, I can't read my handwriting half the time. That's a problem. Hey, that should be something else I should look up. Penmanship. Anyway, with that, I have lots to do. So I'm going to quickly edit some of this footage so that it looks a little bit better. And then y'all are going to see it. And I'm going to take some slow steps forward, because that's all I can do.